my great grandfather, he was in Tennessee, and his two brothers. My cousin said that they were twins. They escaped, and he never saw them again in his life. And what they did with him, his name is Freeman Ellis. Him, his mother and father, they like punished them, and then they split them up. And so he never saw his mother and father either, and they sent him to Mississippi. The reason for that is, and this is new to me also, that Tennessee was a part of Virginia, and in Virginia you couldn't sell a slave. You could trade them, and so they traded them to another family member that was in Mississippi. And so that's how he came to Mississippi. And my great-great-grandmother, MaryAnn, she was in Alabama, and she was the companion of the slave master's daughter. I think her name was Rebecca Elizabeth, and my great-grandmother, her name was MaryAnn, and they were a year apart. I think Rebecca was a year older than MaryAnn, and so they really stayed together and played and everything. And then when Rebecca Elizabeth got married, MaryAnn went with her. And so, and she married, I think his name was Charles McHenry Ellis, and he was a doctor, and he was from the Ellis family in Mississippi. And when they first got married, I think Charles McHenry Ellis, he went down to Tennessee. I mean, not to Tennessee, to New Orleans to buy some more slaves. And they were married. So MaryAnn accompanied them down to New Orleans. And then when they finished, then they went back to Mississippi. And that's when they began their trek to Texas. And it was like the whole slave, like the slave masters and the slaves. And in Texas, at that time, like I would have thought that Texas was a part of the slave states for years and years and years, but Texas became a part of the slave states in 1836 because it was part of Mexico, and then with the Alamo, then Texas became a part of the United States.